All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. We would like to especially welcome back the members of Team Piaget. Again, if you are a member of Team Piaget, you have so many advantages. You can answer our quizzes. You can watch our full-length video. You can download all the PDF files that we have there since last year na files, no? And of course, you have enjoyed our pre-board, and this is still part of your final coaching. Again, if you are still not a member of Gurong Pinoy's Team Piaget, magpa-member na po kayo po. Pwede pa rin po humabol. Just send a message to our Facebook page. If you are watching us on Facebook right now and you are not a member of Team Piaget, humabol na po kayo. Mag-send lang po ng message sa ating Facebook page. If you are watching us naman on our YouTube channel, punta po kayo sa ating Facebook page, which is Gurong Pinoy. And of course, send a message para po makahabol kayo and you can become a member of Team Piaget. Now, if you are going to be taking the LET in March of next year, we have Team Brunner. This is our team for March 2023 for our new TOS, and our orientation will be on October 9th. Diagnostic test naman will be on October 15th and 16th. Again, mga kaguro, kung ikaw po ay kukuha ng LET sa March next year, magpa-member po sa Team Brunner. You can see our orientation date and also our diagnostic test dates on your screen right now. No? Hindi po kayo magsisisi kapag kayo po ay nagpaalaga sa Gurong Pinoy. So mag-send lamang po na message sa ating Facebook page. Again, our Facebook page is just Gurong Pinoy. Now, if you know someone who is willing and who is interested in teaching in the US, we are also going to be opening our program on this. That is going to be by November. No? So antabayanan niyo po yung ating announcements with regard to our USA teaching opportunities. So again, make sure that you are following our Facebook page, Gurong Pinoy, and also you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. That's also Gurong Pinoy. You have so many videos there that you can watch no, sa ating YouTube channel, over 500 videos that can help you pass the LET. Now, again, as I've mentioned, this is still part of your final coaching. This is final coaching day 6 for LET September 2022 or LET rather October na, no? Because your LET has been moved to October 2. Okay, so you still have 1 week extension para kayo ay maghanda para sa inyong upcoming LET. Now, kung gusto pong makapasa, mag-like na po, mag-love, and of course, heart our video, share our video, very important, so that we can reach out to more people, and of course, start a watch party. Maraming salamat po for those of you who've already shared our video. If you can naman, please do support us by sending us stars on Facebook, super chat, super stickers naman po dyan sa ating YouTube channel. Maraming salamat po. Assalamualaikum sa ating mga Muslim brothers and sisters, Ma'am Alanisa Mangkol Abdulatif. Good evening po. Again, please do like, love, share our video, start a watch party, and tag your friends kung gusto makapasa sa inyong licensure exam for teachers. We are going to start in a few minutes, but before that, let's all have our opening prayer. Samahan niyo po ako mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learn. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right, now once again, this is final coaching day 6. Please do like, love, and share our video. Paki-like na po, paki-share ng ating video para tayo po ay makapasang lahat no, sa ating licensure exam for teachers. And of course, send us stars to show your support sa ating Facebook page, and also you can send us your super chat, super stickers naman po dyan sa ating YouTube channel. Good evening, Sir Antonio Laurito. Yes, live po ito. Good evening po sa inyong lahat, mga kaguro. And of course, paki-like na po, paki-love, and paki-share ng ating video. Maraming salamat to all our star senders. Pag ikaw ay star sender, siguradong makakapasa. And of course, please share our video para pasadong-pasado tayo sa ating licensure exam for teachers. Okay, paki-like na po and paki-share ng ating video. Thank you for all those who have already started a watch party. Ma'am Mika Joyce Ramos, Ma'am Erica Guzman Libunaw, maraming salamat po. Okay, please do like, love, share our video, start a watch party, tag your friends. We start with question number one. Tonight's discussion is centered on professional education. Let's have question number one. Number one, Teacher Andrew asked questions that encourage many answers and generate greater participation from students. What type of question was utilized by Teacher Andrew? Is it letter A, convergent, letter B, reflective, letter C, behavioral, or letter D, divergent questions? What's your answer for question number one? Ligwak kaya kaagad sa question number one or tumpak kaya? We will find out. Ma'am Nor, maraming salamat po for sending us stars. Thank you so much. Um, Ma'am Rexy Tapugay, yes, MWF po yung ating schedule for final coaching. We also have our schedule sa ating classified files. No? Antabayanan niyo po. Tingnan niyo po, meron din po tayong nakapost na schedules. I am going to repost the schedules para po hindi tayo malito. Okay, I see a lot of letter D's for question number one. Ligwak kaya or tumpak yung mga nag-letter D? Okay, now going back to your question, Teacher Andrew asked questions that encourage many answers and generate greater participation from your students. Now remember, I have been teaching you how to find your tips, how to find your hints and your clues in your questions, especially sa ating Prof Ed questions. No? So dito, some of your hints will be many answers, no? Questions that can encourage many answers. That means hindi lamang iisa yung sagot no sa kanyang question. Meron ding generate greater participation. Okay, so what type of question was utilized by Teacher Andrew? Is it letter A, convergent, letter B, reflective, letter C, behavioral, or letter D, divergent? And the tumpak na choice, of course, is letter D, divergent. Okay, remember the difference between your convergent questions and your divergent questions. When you say convergent questions, you only have one answer. No, you only have one right choice, one answer. For example, when you ask, what do you call the planet where we all live? Your answer would be the Earth. Okay, so it's factual. Iisa lamang yung sagot. There is no greater participation. Wala masyadong discussion. Now, letter D mo naman, divergent. When you say divergent, it's an open-ended question. So, iba-iba yung maaari mong maging sagot in this type of question. It's an open-ended question. So, usually, these are your what-if questions. Yung mga nakikita nyong questions sa Miss Universe, Binibining Pilipinas, o kaya sa Miss Q&A, no? Sa mga Miss Gay, ay mga divergent questions. Pwede kang mag-imbento, pwede kang magkaroon ng sarili mong sagot. And so, it can encourage many answers and it can generate greater participation. Reflective, of course, this is for reflection. And behavioral, this pertains to how a person would behave, okay? But we are looking for letter D, divergent, tumpak. Congratulations. Kung tumpak ang inyong choice, mag-share na at mag-like na ng ating video. Kung ligwak naman, move on kagad. Now, we move on with question number two. Teacher is using didactic approach to cover wide range of topics. Which method is being referred? Letter A, inductive method. Letter B, expository method. Letter C, project method. Or letter D, laboratory. What is our choice for number two? Ma'am JV or Sir JV Marcasote, fellow Ilonggo. Hello po, good evening. Watching from YouTube. Okay, again, please do not forget to like and of course share our video. And if you can, paki-share naman ng inyong stars at ganoon din yung inyong super chat, super stickers na maraming salamat po. Okay, number two, I see B's. Some B's with question mark. Na? So meron pang hesitation, di pa masyadong sigurado. May mga letter C din. May iilang letter A. Alin kaya ang tumpak na choice for number two? Okay, question number two. Teacher is using didactic approach to cover wide range of topics. Okay, so which method is being referred? Your hint here would be the terms wide range of topics. So maraming nako-cover si teacher, no? So what type of method is being used? Is it letter A, inductive method, letter B, expository method, letter C, project method, or letter D, laboratory method? Now, if you are looking at the different choices that we have, ano po yung inyong nakikitang nagsa-stand out, no? The odd one out, yung hindi belong to the rest of your methods that you have there. Okay? So, alin dyan yung nakikita mong hindi nagbebelong sa grupo ng ibang choices na meron tayo, no? As you can see, your choices A, inductive method, your choices A and C, no, project method, and laboratory method, which is your choice D, lahat po yan ay student-centered activities. No? Student-centered, your inductive method is a student-centered type of teaching. You give a lot of chances, you give a lot of time for your students to construct their own meaning, to discover. Ganun din naman yung project method and your laboratory method. Now, these are all student-centered activities. So the correct choice here is actually your letter B, expository method. Now, expository method is also known as your direct method, also known as your didactic approach. Okay? Now, remember, okay, let's take a look at your difference between your direct instruction, your direct method, and your indirect instruction or indirect method. Both of these, both types of learning are combined to show how together they can provide a menu of teaching strategies that help your learners solve problems, think critically, independently, and work cooperatively. So you can use both of these in your classroom, but they have the following differences. Your direct instruction this one is used when you are teaching facts, rules, and action sequences. Okay, now this is only limited to learning units of the content taught so that they can be remembered, and composing parts of the content learned into a whole so that a rapid response can occur. Now you can cover a wide range of topics, lower levels of complexity if the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. Now, when you say indirect instruction naman, this is used when teaching concepts, inquiry, and problem solving. When you present instructional stimuli to your learners in the form of content, materials, objects, and events, and ask them to go beyond the information and make conclusion and generalization. So again, when you say indirect instruction, this is more time consuming and this is a student-centered type of teaching. Okay, so direct instruction po yung ating hinahanap. Direct method, it is a teacher-centered, a subject-centered type of teaching. Gusto lamang ng teacher matapos lahat ng contents ng libro. This is used when you are teaching facts, rules, and action sequences. Okay, so mabilisan yung pag-deliver ng lessons in your direct instruction. This is used when you are having your review. No? Sa ating pagre-review, direct instruction method po yung ating ginagamit dahil of course we are pressed on time. Wala tayong enough time. No? We do not have the luxury of time. Very limited yung ating time. Okay, so the correct choice again would be letter B. Expository method is also another term for direct method or didactic approach. Okay, so congratulations sa mga tumpak, sa mga ligwak. Alam nyo na kung ano ang inyong gagawin. We move on with question number 3. Which part of the lesson is involved when students bring information together from a variety of sources and forming new ideas about the topics? Letter A, constructivism. Letter B, synthesis. Letter C, application. Or letter D, formulation. What is our choice for question number 3? Again, huwag pong kalimutang i-like at i-share ang ating video so that we can reach out to more kaguro. And of course, i-share ang inyong mga stars if you can, or super chat, super seekers naman po dyan sa ating YouTube channel. Okay, what's your choice for number 3? Number 3, what is our choice? Okay, now what are some of your hints sa question number 3 natin? If you will be asked for the hints, what are some of your hints? Okay, sabi ni Sir Sham Buwalan sa laban, forming new ideas. And so his choice is synthesis. Okay, any other hints that you can find sa ating question? Thank you, Ma'am Chona Hinsala, for sending us stars. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Chona. Forming new ideas, sabi ni Ma'am Marilyn. Ma'am Aisa Tumawis Mimbisa, maraming salamat for being one of our star senders. Okay, forming new ideas, bringing information together. Those are some of your hints. Okay, so bringing information together from a variety of sources, forming new ideas. That's another hint that you can get from our question. Is this letter A constructivism, letter B synthesis, letter C application, or letter D formulation? Ang tumpak na choice, of course, is letter B. That's synthesis. Okay. Now, as you can see here, constructivism and formulation are the same. Now, when you are constructing meaning, when you are constructing something, you are also formulating something. Application, of course, whatever it is that you have learned inside the classroom, you can use it outside, especially in your daily life. Okay, that's application of knowledge. So synthesis po yung ating hinahanap dito. Okay, I did not include your Bloom's taxonomy. Remember, whenever you say synthesis, you are putting together the different parts to create a new whole. Napaka-importante na hint doon is you are forming something new. Hindi lamang nangopya ka, but you have formed and you have created something new out of the different parts that you have brought together. Okay, so letter B, ang tumpak na choice for number 3. Tama po yan, Ma'am Christine Calzada. Application is transfer of learning. Okay, so letter B po for number 3. We move on with question number 4. School-based curriculum puts emphasis on the classics. School-based curriculum is predominantly, what is our choice for number 4? Is it letter A, perennialist, letter B, progressivist, letter C, reconstructionist, or letter D, essentialist? What is our choice for number 4? Maraming salamat, Sir Dominic Tagyam, for sending us a super sticker. Maraming salamat po for supporting Gurong Pinoy, Sir Dominic. Okay, number 4, ICAs. What is your hint for question number 4? Sabi ni Ma'am Janet, classics. Okay. I see A's, may iilang letter D's. Meron ding nag-C. Okay, Ma'am Melania says the hint is classics. Sabi ni Sir Renzo, classics. Okay, so tama po yan, no? Classics yung inyong hint dito. And this would be letter A, perennialist. Okay, so perennialism focuses on the classics, not your progressivist, reconstructionist, nor essentialist. Now, if you still have not watched our Isms of Education, meron po tayong na-upload noong year 2020. Of course, you can still apply this in your licensure exam for teachers, even if it's already 2022, no? We have this video on the Isms of Education. Panoorin niyo po to. Lahat po ng Isms of Education ay na-discuss ko doon in depth. Okay, so balikan niyo po yung lahat ng ating videos. Again, our advice is for you to do your movie marathon dun po sa ating YouTube channel. Okay, so Isms of Education that was uploaded in year 2020. But of course, you have to watch it so that you can still be refreshed of the different isms. At lahat po ng isms ay na-discuss doon thoroughly. Okay, now perennialism, according to your perennialist, education should be the same for everyone. Remember, I've mentioned perennial means forever. Okay, a single curriculum should exist for all students. Dapat pare-parehas ang pagtuturo mo sa iba't ibang klase ng estudyante. Curriculum should include study of original sources. Since man is basically the same, there is no need to sway material to the lowest student. No? So, paniniwala ng perennialism, pare-parehas dapat yung ways, yung methods of teaching natin. Children must be challenged and educators must expect reason from them. Education is a tool that prepares one for life. So, hindi pa siya katulad ng progressivism mo. Remember, sabi ng progressivists mo naman, education is life and not just preparation for life, no? Pero sabi ng perennialist mo, education is just a tool to prepare one for life. Great emphasis is placed upon the great classics, literature, history, philosophy, and science. And so letter A, ang ating tumpak na choice for question number 4. We go to number 5. Teacher Divine is assigned in a rural area near a lake. Teacher Ellen in a depressed community. Teacher Fina in a hostile area yet abundant in resources. And Teacher Ginger in a place where standard of living is high. Who among the public school teachers is entitled to a special hardship allowance? Letter A, Teacher Divine. Letter B, Teacher Ellen. Letter C, Teacher Fina. Or letter D, Teacher Ginger. Who is your choice for number 5? Ma'am Lizelle May Lopez Sedon. Sabi niya, thank you, Gurong Pinoy. Nakapasa na po ako sa board exam. Congratulations sa isa nating LPT, Ma'am Lizelle May Lopez Sedon. Congratulations. And of course, continue sharing Gurong Pinoy. All right, for number 5, ICCs. Okay, tumpak kaya ang letter C? We will find out. Ma'am Judy Ann Pasol. Maraming salamat for sending us stars. Ganun din kay Ma'am Carmel Remotige of Famen. Maraming salamat po. Ma'am Kim Devon Garcia, thank you for sending us stars. Okay, what is our choice for number 5? I see a lot of letters C's. So dito, sa question number 5 mo, binigyan ka ng 4 na different teachers, no? At yung question is, sino sa mga gurong ito ang entitled to a special hardship allowance? Is it letter A, Teacher Divine, letter B, Teacher Ellen, letter C, Teacher Fina, or letter D, Teacher Ginger? And ang tumpak na choice natin dito, of course, will be letter C, Teacher Fina. Si Teacher Divine is assigned in a rural area near a lake. That means malayo siya sa syudad, no? But that does not make her entitled to a special hardship allowance. Si Teacher Ellen mo naman, in a depressed community. When you say depressed community, wala masyadong trabaho. Okay? Teacher Fina in a hostile area. Ito yung ating nahanap, no? Yet abundant in resources. Maraming resources sa area niya, but the area is hostile. That means, kunwari, merong barilan, merong kidnapan sa kanilang area, no? And Teacher Ginger in a place where standard of living is high. Si Teacher Ginger naman maaaring sa metro, no? Sa Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, mahal na yung mga bilihin. Okay? But the one who is entitled to a special hardship allowance, of course, is the one who teaches in a hostile area. That's Teacher Fina. Teacher Fina po. Now, according to your constitutional special hardship allowance, or SHA, refers to the allowance granted to qualified teachers under any of the following situations. And so, qualified ka for your special hardship allowance if you are under these situations. Number 1, being assigned to a hardship post. Number 2, performing multi-grade teaching. Number 3, carrying out mobile teaching functions. Sa mga mobile teachers natin, they're also entitled to our special hardship allowance. And number 4, performing functions of non-formal education. For right now, you already call this your ALS, Alternative Learning System Coordinators. The qualified teachers may either be resident or transient, having regular or temporary appointment. So kunwari, doon ka naka-assign sa bundok, walang nasasakyan, doon ka sa malayong isla, for example. No? So yung nangyayari kay teacher, minsan si teacher ay nagte-text sa habal-habal driver. I'm not sure kung habal-habal din yung tawag sa inyo, no? Yung single na motor kasi walang road, for example, maliit yung road, walang masakyan, walang jeep, walang tricycle. So habal-habal, nagte-text si teacher sa habal-habal driver, or minsan si teacher ay nasa isla naka-assign, so nagte-text si teacher sa bangkero, no, sa boatman natin. And so yung nangyayari, minsan nagkaka-love life tuloy si teacher, no. May special hardship allowance na, may love life pa. Bakit? Kasi hatid sundo si teacher ng habal-habal driver, hatid sundo si teacher, hinihintay si teacher ng boatman. Okay? So nagkaka-love life din si teacher. Okay? But this is our special hardship allowance. That's letter C for number 5. We go to number 6. To settle issues with insurgents, which pillar of learning should be upheld? Letter A, learning to be. Letter B, learning to live together. Letter C, learning to do. Or letter D, learning to know. Sir Kineche Lorbes, na-miss ka namin, no? Sabi ni Sir Kineche, maraming salamat Coach Mek, nakuha na din sa wakas ang license sa tulong ng Gurong Pinoy. Isa po siya sa ating mga passers. His major was MAPE. Okay, so congratulations. Meron po tayong MAPE majorship, no? So if you are a MAPE major, English major, bio major, math, Filipino socksai, at hindi pa po kayo member sa ating majorship, mag-send na po ng message sa ating Facebook page para makahabol po kayo. Teacher plus tricycle driver, sabi ni Ma'am Joveline Mordin Alma. Sana all hatid sundo, sabi ni Ma'am Angeline Vertorillo. Instant Love Life. Tama po yan. Ang sabi ni Ma'am Jenny Ilarde de la Cruz. Okay, I see a lot of letter B's sa ating question number 6. Okay, so sabi ng number 6 mo dito, no, yung hint ni Ma'am Lagrimas is issues with insurgents or settle issues with insurgents. Tama po yan, no? To settle issues with insurgents, yung mga insurgents mo, these are your rebelde. Ito yung mga rebelde natin. Which pillar of learning should be uphold or should you uphold? Letter A, learning to be. Letter B, learning to live together. Letter C, learning to do. Or letter D, learning to know. Ang tumpak na choice, of course, would be learning to live together. That means you are able to work out differences peacefully, no? You can negotiate peacefully. Okay, so you can be tolerant, no, among people who have different opinions. So nung kasagsagan ng eleksyon, kahit na BBM yung friend mo, ikaw naman ay Lenny Robredo or Manny Pacquiao or Isko Moreno, friends pa rin kayo, no? Walang nag-block, walang nag-unfriend. I know maraming nawala ng friends, no, during the election. Okay, so letter B po for question number 6. Now, I will leave you to watch our Pillars of Education video, no, with sample questions. I've also discussed all these learning pillars in depth doon sa ating video. So, panoorin nyo na lang po, no, yung ating Pillars of Education na video. All right, we go to question number 7. When asked about her order, a little girl tells the waiter yung kagaya kahapon. With Piaget's theory in mind, what is the little girl's behavior called? Letter A, egocentrism. Letter B, conservation. Letter C, reversibility. Or letter B, transductive reasoning. What is our choice for number 7? Ano po yung ating tumpak na choice for number 7? Okay, 7 ICAs. Karamihang choice niyo ay letter A. Tumpak kaya ang letter A? We will find out. Okay, what is our choice for question number 7? Do not pull. Do not lean on it. Okay, 7 ICAs. Okay, so sabi ng inyong number 7 dito, when asked about her order, a little girl tells the waiter yung kagaya kahapon. With Piaget's theory in mind, what is the little girl's behavior called? And ang tumpak na choice dito, of course, is letter A, egocentrism. Remember, when you say egocentrism, the pupil or the child thinks na whatever it is that he or she is thinking about, ganun din yung inyong iniisip. Ganun din yung inyong nararamdaman. Now, remember, ito yung ginawa ni Piaget, no? Yung 3 mountains egocentrism test. Sabi ni Piaget, draw how the mountains would look from the doll's point of view. So this is Timmy. Yung nakikita ni Timmy ay yung big mountain. Ang nakikita naman ni Davy the doll is the small mountain. Sabi ni Piaget, i-drawing mo kung ano yung nakikita ni Davy the doll. Pero yung dinrawing ni Little Timmy was the big mountain because yung iniisip ni Little Timmy, nasa egocentrism siya, no, na stage, kung ano yung nakikita niya, ganun din yung nakikita ng ibang tao. Okay, so that's egocentrism. Now remember your conservation, pag sinabi mo namang conservation, no, alam na nung bata na kahit na nilipat mo yung 100 ml of water in another glass which is taller and narrower, hindi nadagdagan yung amount, no, hindi nadagdagan yung volume ng tubig, na conserve yung amount ng tubig. Reversibility, alam na niya yung subtraction, okay? Alam na ng anak mo na subtraction is the opposite of addition. Nakaka-reverse na siya, no? Reversible processes na ang inyong anak. Now, transductive reasoning is the one between your inductive and deductive, no? So that's transductive reasoning. But of course, we are looking for letter A for number 7. We move on with question number 8. Piagetian stage characterized by the development of abstract systems of thought that allow them to use propositional logic, scientific reasoning, and proportional reasoning is letter A, concrete operations, letter B, formal operations, letter C, pre-operations, or letter D, post-conventional. What is our choice for number 8? Number 8, you have so many hints, no? Question number 8. Hello kay Ma'am Ina de los Reyes. Maraming salamat po for sending stars. Okay, again, please do not forget to like, love, and share our video, start a watch party, and of course, tag your friends. Yung mga marites mong kapitbahay, no? Itag nyo na po. Okay, hints, logic, reasoning. Sabi ni Ma'am Stel. Okay, so letter B, karamihang choice inyo ay letter B. Okay, so again, your hints here, abstract, logic, scientific reasoning, reasoning. Okay, ang tumpak na choice, of course, is letter B, formal operations. Okay, now let's take a look at the different stages of Piagetian cognitive development. Okay, now remember you have 4 different stages here: sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational. So unang-una sa sensory motor mo, that's from birth to 2 years, the child here uses his senses and motor skills. Okay, the items are known by use. Okay, so sensory motor. Kaya po, it's very important that you are stimulating the different senses of your child during this stage. Kaya tayo may mga makukulay na nakasabit sa crib ng inyong bata. Now, that's for the stimulation of their senses. And of course, their motor skills are being developed. Okay, so pinapakroll yung bata, pinapatami time yung bata, tinuturuan yung bata kung paano maglakad, no, towards the latter stage of the first year. Okay, and object permanence, ito yung pinaka milestone, no, ng inyong sensory motor stage. When you say object permanence, alam na ng bata na kahit na i-cover mo yung bola, ay nandyan pa rin yung bola sa ilalim ng cloth, no, or sa ilalim ng kumot, for example. That's object permanence. Pre-operational, your child's imagination is very wild. You have what you call symbolic thinking. Language is used. Egocentrism is also prevalent. Okay, so napakauso ng egocentrism during this stage. Imagination, experience grows, and the child, meron pa yung child dito ng centration. Unang-una, meron pa siyang centration. That means, nakafocus lamang siya sa isang aspeto ng isang bagay until the child is able to reach the milestone, which is decentration. No? And so, makaka-move on na siya sa next stage, which is concrete operational. So here, the child can already apply some logic, pero hindi pa katulad ng logic na meron yung anak natin during the formal operational stage. No? The child here is also able to learn using concrete objects. Kaya siya tinawag na concrete operational. You have conservation. I've already explained conservation a while ago. Numbers, ideas, and classifications. Another thing that your child can do here is seriation. Now, the child can already form series, can already arrange the objects from smallest to largest, from thinnest to thickest, for example. And of course, yung pinaka-tuktukan na, according to Piaget, is formal operational. The child can already think abstractly. Hypothetical ideas are formed. Ethics, politics, social, moral issues are already explored. Okay? But we were looking for letter B for number 8. We move on with question number 9. Mr. Santos' plans of applying direct instruction strategy. Which will he first do? We have talked about your direct instruction method a while ago, no? Direct instruction, that means teacher-centered, subject matter-centered, marami kang tinuturo na topics because you are pressed on time. You do not have the luxury of time. Which one will he first do? Letter A, independent practice. Letter B, review the previous day's work. Letter C, guided student practice. Or letter D, project method. What is our choice for number 9? Now again, if you are watching us, kung nanonood po kayo sa ating Facebook page, napuputol po yung ating video dyan sa ating Facebook page. So magpa-member po kayo sa Team Piaget po. Pwede pa rin po kayong humabol. Mag-send po kayo ng message sa ating Facebook page kung paano po kayo humabol sa pagiging member sa Team Piaget para po panood ninyo yung full-length video, mabalikan lahat ng full-length videos at ma-download lahat ng ating materials. Ganon din po sa ating YouTube channel, no? Napuputol po yung ating video dyan. So magpa-member po kayo sa Team Piaget. At kung kayo naman po ay magti-take ng LET sa March next year, no, magpa-member po kayo sa Team Bruner. Open na din po yung membership natin for Team Bruner. Mag-send lamang po ng message sa ating Facebook page. Okay, number 9, ICBs. Number 9, I see letter B's. And ang tumpak na choice here would be letter B. Tama po yung letter B. Let's take a look at the different steps in your direct instruction. So, unang-una, what you do is you review or you introduce a topic, no? So, this is to set the stage for learning. After that, you go to your development. You model the expected learning outcomes by providing clear explanations. So this is where you have your class proper. No? You explain how do you do this, what are some of the concepts that we are going to learn today. Then, of course, you give them a chance to practice. And you close, no? This is your closure. You bring the lesson to a conclusion by highlighting what was covered. After that, you give them a chance for independent practice on their own na, no? Wala nang guide coming from you. And lastly, of course, you assess their learning. You give them an evaluation, po pwedeng quiz, po pwede din namang activities, or po pwede din namang i-include mo na din yung assignment. Okay? So what we are looking for again was review, letter B for number 9. We go to number 10. What do you call the quantitative increase in terms of height and weight as observed by the school physician during the physical examination of the students? Letter A, development. Letter B, growth. Letter C, learning. Letter D, maturation. Okay, now for some of you who would like to become a member sa final coaching lamang at sa classified files, pwede din po kayong mag-send na message sa ating Facebook page. But of course, yung pinaka-ina-advise natin ay magpa-member sa ating Team Piaget kasi kompleto lahat ng files sa Team Piaget, kompleto lahat ng full-length videos natin. O mag-send lamang po na message sa ating Facebook page again. Okay, letter B is for number 10. Number 10, I see a lot of letter B's. Okay, number 10, letter B. Okay, now I see some keys, some hints sa ating question number 10. Hindi ko na nabasa yung comment na mabilis. Okay, quantitative, that means size. That means numbers. Sabi ni Ma'am Erica, height and weight. Okay, number 10, what do you call the quantitative increase in terms of height and weight as observed by the school physician during the physical examination of students? And ang tumpak na choice dito, of course, would be letter B, that's growth. Okay, what are the differences between the different terms that we have here? Okay, now when you say growth, typically, this would refer to an increase in size or numbers. So nag-i-increase yung size, nag-i-increase yung height mo, nag-i-increase yung weight mo, no, tumataba. So that's growth. No? You have to be proud of your bilbil because that is growth. That's an increase in size or number naman in terms of our prokaryotes. So for example, sa bacteria mo, when they grow, that means they increase in the number of cells. Now, the next term that you have here is development. This would include both growth and an improvement in capability. So usually, whenever you say development, this is the overall growth. Hindi lamang physical, kasama na din yung iba't ibang capabilities mo, spiritual, emotional, psychological, social growth, kaya kasama na dyan sa inyong development. Now, learning, of course, this is a change in behavior. No, any change in behavior is called learning. And maturation naman, this is a process by which we change, grow, and develop throughout life. So, kumbaga, sakop na ng maturation lahat ng ito, no? Development and growth all throughout your life is already part of your maturation. Okay, but then again, we were looking for letter B for question number 10. We go to number 11. Which philosophy has the educational objective to indoctrinate Filipinos to accept the teachings of the Catholic Church, which is to foster faith in God? Letter A, realism. Letter B, pragmatism. Letter C, idealism. Or letter D, existentialism. What is our choice for question 11? Number 11, what is our choice?